Some Western friends of mine recently requested me to speak about Vipassana in Tibetan Buddhism and make a video of it. So today I'm going to talk on these topics. Is Vipassana practiced only in Goenka Tradition? Is it not practiced in Tibetan Buddhism? What is Vipassana? Why is Vipassana not heard in general Tibetan Buddhism? And how the Vipassana is practiced in Tibetan Buddhism. So let's begin. First thing to understand is that Vipassana is practiced in Tibetan Buddhism. Secondly, Vipassana must be the core practice of any form of Buddhism. But it's probably not in the exact same way as in Goenka tradition. It seems Master Goenka has introduced a simplified version of Buddhist meditation practice for lay people all around the world, which is known as Vipassana, or precisely Goenka Vipassana. And I thank him for bringing a tradition or a new method of Buddhist meditation practice, which many more lay people are getting interested to practice or are practicing. Being able to bring enthusiasm in the people by any means or methods for Buddhist meditation practice itself is an incredible job, particularly in this century, which many other masters, despite sticking with the authentic tradition, have failed to. Meanwhile, the long-term practitioners of Buddhism should also know that Vipassana is practiced in almost every tradition of Buddhism in a more profound way. To learn about the Vipassana practiced in different traditions of Buddhism, firstly we need to know the meaning of Vipassana. And in order to learn about Vipassana, we firstly need to learn about shamatha. In most traditions of Buddhist meditation, we focus on shamatha, the mindfulness practice. In this practice, we concentrate on our passing breath and we become fully mindful of our breath. After we become able to remain mindful effortlessly, we observe the nature of different phenomena, including our internal body and all the external materials of existence. We observe and see the ultimate truth of all the phenomena. And that observation or the glimpse of truth is what we call Vipassana. In Tibetan Buddhism, we call Shine to Shamatha meditation, which translates as calm abiding in English. And we call Hakthong for Vipassana, which translates as clear seeing or insight in English. Generally, in Tibetan Buddhism, Lakthong or Vipassana is considered a very difficult or high level of practice, which can be accomplished after a long, persevered practice of shamatha. So only shamatha practice being recommended for the beginners in Tibetan Buddhism. That's why the term Vipassana is not so commonly used in this tradition. Besides, it takes years of studies and a deep understanding of truth mentioned in Mahayana philosophy. Without the proper understanding of it, one cannot easily utilize the mindfulness and the calmness generated from the shamatha practice to succeed in practicing Vipassana. Tibetan Buddhism is mainly based on Mahayana school, so one needs to learn about compassion, and mainly about emptiness. As the philosophy says, all phenomena are empty by nature. So firstly, we have to learn the philosophy of emptiness a lot, practice shamatha a lot. After successfully practicing shamatha, we can observe the different subject with its true nature. Then that's also called the wisdom or the glimpse of truth. That's how Vipassana is practiced in Tibetan Buddhism. One more thing you can keep in mind if you are a serious practitioner is that the practice of Vipassana according to the Mahayana school of Tibetan Buddhism must act as an antidote to the ego and other negative afflictions. If it's not antidoting the ego, then how much ever wonderful it might feel, it's not considered a proper Lakthong or the Vipassana.